Long-awaited matchup here in Week 10. It's Giants-Commanders. And why is it such a long-awaited matchup? Why does everyone want to see this game? It's the second time we played the Commanders this year, but it is the first time that we'll see first-round pick Daniel Brinkley. He was the highest-rated player in this last year's draft. 6 foot, 200-pound corner out of Buffalo, and is from New York. You'd guess he maybe grew up a Bills fan, but we passed on him. Maybe he didn't. Maybe he's from closer to New York, which could mean he's a Giants or Jets fan, if he even cared at all. He is a make-believe player, keep in mind. But Daniel Brinkley, a lot of people in the comments, a lot of viewers, wanted Daniel Brinkley to be wearing Giants blue. Instead, he's wearing the jersey of our rival, the Washington Commanders. The first time we played the Commanders, he did not play, was injured, missed time, still looking for that first interception. We chose Cody Bailey over Daniel Brinkley, and now we'll see who's going to get the better of who today. Is it going to be Daniel Brinkley with his first career interception, or will our quarterback continue to play well? Cody Bailey, he's been lighting it up recently, but this is a really tough team with a really tough defensive line. Got to get the football out quickly. Got to do what we can to limit turnovers and continue to play well. Cody Bailey very close to an upgrade point as well. Need to get that deep accuracy better, but we have high hopes today. This is a big game. It is a fight right now for the NFC East. You have 6 wins for the Cowboys, 5 wins for the Giants, 4 wins for the Eagles, and the Commanders, of course, going down with 3. This is a big game. The Commanders can get right back in the division race with a win today. That's the thing, though. We got to stop that from happening. And I think if you guys have seen this series so far, you would agree. No team has broken our hearts as much as the Commanders. Dontrell Cobb, NFC Defensive Player of the Week, by the way. Love to see that for the last week. Dontrell Cobb in Week 6 did it as well. I'm telling you, man, Dontrell Cobb, you hated on the pick, but the Don is coming for that money. Carson Wentz is still their quarterback, though. So if we can just do what we did last game, get after the quarterback, it's going to be a long day for the Commanders. It really will be. We're going to go half pads and split, and same thing for the offense. We will try and run inside today. Actually, you know what? Let's run outside. Let's try to get some bigger plays. Don't really want to run inside on that defensive line. We're going to go half pads and split, and hopefully have a really good game. 2+ passing touchdowns. We had some cheap ones in the last game. We had a little touch pass to Kadarius Toney and then some quick throws to Odell, but they still count all the same. We'll allow 24 points or less with 300+ offensive yards and win the turnover battle. Don't think we'll see any injuries with half pads and splitting the reps. None on defense, and the offense, I would presume, is looking good as well. Also, fatigue not really playing a factor, which is nice, even though we don't get as big of in-game boosts. But things are looking good. I can't tell you how much I want to get back Derek Cooper. It's just unfortunate because I feel like we were really starting to see him become a great player in front of our very eyes. 5 tackles for loss, 3.5 sacks, and keep in mind, this is a guy who really hasn't played a ton. Like 11 of his solo tackles have been TFLs. It's incredible. He's only played week 1, 2. I mean, I don't even know if he played in 2. Didn't record a stat. So he's only played in week 1, really. I remember him getting injured in one of these games. Maybe it was against the Eagles. 3, 4, 5. Played a little bit. 6 and 7. And we're at double digits now. This is week 10. We do have an upgrade for the rookie quarterback, Cody Bailey. He's played well. I'm really excited with what we have with Cody Bailey. He started to get it going, of course, now that we have a second to throw and receivers actually get separation sometimes. Gonna upgrade strong arm. We get +1 throw power. Okay. +1 throw under pressure as well, so the accuracy didn't change. But I'm not mad about it. 93 throw power, 78 under pressure. He is improving. Only 21 years old, approaching 80 overall. Cody Bailey can be the real deal for us. Staff points here. We're gonna go ahead and go big into experience and growth here. And just try to go down the line. Experience gain for halfbacks, fullbacks, offensive linemen. Can't afford wide receivers right now. That's okay. It costs quite a bit. And here we go. New York Giants taking on the Washington Commanders in the in-game storyline. Cody Bailey taking on Daniel Brinkley. You could say Daniel Brinkley wanted to be a Giant. He thought he would be. The Giants had a need a corner. We've seen it this year, but we went with that man instead. Quarterback out of Auburn, Cody Bailey, had his best game last week, even though he threw for under 150 yards. We'll see what we can do. Continue that momentum, carry it over from the previous week. We've got some playmakers. We got the flyover. I'm hyped. I'm ready to go. The Commanders have given us a lot of trouble. But I don't know if it's going to matter today. We're playing well. That man is playing well. And when your quarterback's playing well, your team's going to win a lot of games. We're starting to find our rhythm a little bit here in Season 2 after the rebuild. That man, Dontrell Cobb, is becoming a superstar. We're really seeing that every week. He's been Defensive Player of the Week for the NFC multiple times this year, and that's after missing the first 2 weeks of the season. So Dontrell Cobb has played even better than you probably think. He's been incredible. He's been the life force, lifeblood of our defense. And Carson Wentz hopefully going to feel that today. Cody Bailey getting the troops together, rallying the troops. Cody Bailey ready for action here. Week 10, Giants, Commanders. We'll kick first. Let's play physical. Let's play tough. And let's get this win. Big division game. Big win. Let's get it. Wentz will take the field. How's he been this year? 14 touchdowns to 7 interceptions, just over 2,000 yards throwing. He's been okay. We've seen him. He's been very good against us at times, but also bad at times. And I'm interested to see what version of Carson Wentz we're going to get today. Hopefully one that doesn't know what he's doing. Let's check out who's helping him out today. Of course, he is their quarterback. Antonio Gibson and Brian Robinson share the backfield. Ryan Nall at fullback with Jahan Dotson, Curtis Samuel, Zach Pascal, Diami Brown at wide receiver. Logan Thomas is their tight end. He's been very good against us. Charles Leno, Andrew Norwell, Chase Roulier, Trey Turner, and Sam Cosmi, hook 'em horns. It's a decent offensive line. Nothing special, though. We should be able to generate some pressure. Chase Young, Montez Sweat, Jonathan Allen, and Deron Payne. Fedarian Mathis to the Alabama grouping, making up their defensive line. Very, 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 very tough defensive line. Trey Flowers at outside linebacker. He was injured the last time we played them. Jamin Davis and Brad Samuels, the rookie, up the middle, with Cole Holcomb at right outside linebacker playing off ball. Their corners, Kendall Fuller, Daniel Brinkley, and William Jackson. Brinkley going to start for him. Bobby McCain is their free safety, and Cam Curl at strong safety. And their slot corner is William Jackson. So Daniel Brinkley is playing on the outside. But as you guys have seen, I'm not really in a super big mood to target my outside receivers, as Azeez Ojulari going to sack Carson Wentz on the first offensive snap of the game for the Commanders. I don't know what Wentz is doing. Snapped the ball, looked to run instantly. It looked like he was actually trying to run into Azeez Ojulari. Really good start here for the defense. But I'm okay with checking down. I don't need to even target Daniel Brinkley today. Don't have to. Don't have to. Check down. Okay. Ran around that. Curtis Samuel gets a big gain. 3rd and 3. Big play already. Wentz on the run will complete. Darnay Holmes right there. Remember, no Terry McLaurin as Zach Pascal's injured. Away from the play, so you worry about that. He would have been blocking after running that route, so maybe that's where it happened. It looked like a wrist injury. But it's a first down for Washington, as it's going to be a throw again right in front of our DBs. We just don't react. First down. Would love to see Adoree Jackson be a little bit more aware of that. Make a play. As this is a run. Dontrell Cobb right there. Look at that way he shed the block. How did Dontrell Cobb even get hands on Antonio Gibson? I don't know, but I'm not complaining. That's a great play from Dontrell Cobb. As once again, we're just seeing Curtis Samuel catch passes in front of our DBs. Sets up 3rd and short for Washington. And we'll hopefully make a play. Dontrell Cobb kind of beat. That's a throw right to Adoree Jackson. Carson Wentz is intercepted. And the Giants will take over inside their own 20. What are these quarterbacks doing? Carson Wentz is like, I'm going to run, throw on the run. The idiot. Stupid. I don't even have anything to say. I don't know what he's doing. And Cody Bailey and the Giants will take over. Evan Neal giving him some props. Zudu as well. They're hyping up our franchise QB, top 10 pick. And don't look now. but touchdowns is quickly about to surpass interceptions. Hopefully we'll do that today. And we've been safer with the football too. So that's all right. If we have to check down and win games, that's okay. Because remember, we have 77 deep accuracy for Cody Bailey. It's not all there yet. That's all right. He's still young. He's played less than what? This is his 10th game. We're not needing him to be the best deep passer in the league right now. We can just check down to Nick Duval and let him make a play. Odell Beckham Jr., Kadarius Toney, whoever it happens to be. Larry Smith, Wan'Dale Robinson. We're going to run mesh here. See who wants to get open. It's going to be Kadarius Toney. First down. We don't have to get too crazy. Just find the open man when they give us space underneath. We know the defensive line is tough. Get the football out quickly. Safety's blending in on the logo, by the way. Get the football out quickly and make plays. That's all it is. We're out of 5 wide. Going to have to get rid of it quickly. And there's Odell. We'll take it. 7 yards. Perfect. As I say that, we're having a little bit of trouble running the ball. And we're going to be under pressure. Bailey going to run back and get sacked. Trying to avoid it. Wasn't going to happen. Montez Sweat, Jonathan Allen maybe in there as well. Just good pressure. That's all it is, man. We've got a great defensive line. It's really tough. If you don't throw the ball quickly, that's going to happen. Glowinski pancaked. Montez Sweat in there. Chase Young cleans up. But it was really Jonathan Allen making it all happen as far as I could tell. Brinkley going to return? Is that Daniel Brinkley returning kicks? That didn't go well. Oh, no. There's Jahan Dotson taking a Julian Love hit, but I'm sure he'll take it. No complaints after a big gain. Yeah, they just one up the seam. We were not really ready or prepared to cover that. Wentz actually getting the ball out quickly as Dontrell Cobb going to fill the lane. Get a little bit of help from the rookie Akil Edmonds. And that is rookie linebacker paradise. Coming together, making a play. That's teamwork, making the dream work. Love it. Oh, that's wide open. All right. How about somebody cover Curtis Samuel? How about we do that? Cover Curtis Samuel, and that's the only receiver that's been able to make a play for him. I mean, Jahan Dotson has a couple of catches, I guess, as it's a quick throw to Logan Thomas. McKinney, I mean, what are you going to do? It's a mismatch. Oh, Dontrell Cobb! Kiss the ring! The Don! Living in the backfield. Look at this. This is a fantastic play. Sifting through the blocks, making a play. That one was one of my favorite plays of his career, to be honest. I know it's not an interception. It's just a good, clean play. As B-Rob going to get a few. When Dontrell Cobb can just throw these offensive linemen away and make plays on the ball, it's going to be really, really tough to run the football on us, because early in his career, and it still is, right? But in the first few weeks that he was back, teams could just run the ball on us, and he was just getting bulldozed. But as we've gotten, obviously, more XP, upgraded him, block shedding has improved quite a bit, and it's been a different game. He's able to make plays. We need tackling to be a little bit better, of course. But overall, he's played really well as Adoree Jackson steps in front of another one. Got a block on the outside. Wentz saves a touchdown. Huge hit on Adoree Jackson. Getting up slowly, but I'm sure he's not complaining either. Second interception of the game for Adoree Jackson. And you'll keep in mind, I said, hey, what is Adoree Jackson doing? You're sitting, you're watching Curtis Samuel go make a play. Since then, 2 interceptions. That one, he's actually making a good play. The first one, Carson Wentz just sucks. But that is awesome. That's how you answer. Still no points in the game, but 2 turnovers for Wentz and the Commanders. As we'll just keep checking down. It's working. 3rd and inches. We got blocks. Saquon, that's a first down. Didn't get a whole lot more than that. 3 rushes, 2 yards for him. Well, that'll work. High point, Rhodes! Can't haul it in. First incompletion for Cody Bailey. We gave him a shot. Maybe just should have passed led away. Would have been a slightly better idea. 2nd and 10. Going for Duval. That pass is errant, and that is intercepted off a number of bounces. That is absolute BS. Commanders take it away. It's an interception by Bobby McCain. Just a shit throw. I mean, there's no way around it. Trying to give Duval a chance. It sails. It's such a bad throw. And it is an interception for the Commanders. All right, a few turnovers already in this game for both teams combined. It's that's a really unfortunate INT. I don't know what else you can say about that. That's going to be a big run for them as well. It's a screen! Dontrell Cobb all over it. Allows the catch but records the TFL. Gibson loses a bunch. Dontrell Cobb, the Don. Don't test him. It's a great play. Couldn't come away with the interception, but makes a tackle. It's another screen. They're trying it again. Leonard Williams is there. Cobb over pursued. But you know, that's fine because Leonard Williams, he's playing back inside for a reason. If it was juke to the outside, cut outside, a little jump cut, whatever, Dontrell Cobb would have been there. It's 3rd and 15. Probably going to get out of man coverage here and just let them check down. It's exactly what they do. Joe Hayden's there. Darnay Holmes is there. And I'm sure Washington's going to punt after an unsuccessful inversion here on 3rd down. Not into field goal range. If it was 4th and short from the 45, you probably would expect them to go for it. But 4th and 8, not worth it. And they get 15 yards of field positioning on a trash punt. We'll get back in on offense after the Cody Bailey interception. His 20th of the season. A little bit unlucky on that last one, not going to lie to you. It's a decent block from Mizzoudu. Not great, but decent. 3rd and 7. Maybe not the best time for play action. We're going to throw deep for the rookie, Larry Smith, and we got it to him! What a throw from Cody Bailey on 3rd down. The speed of Larry Smith is obviously electric, but the throw needed to get there. Bailey had a man in his face, delivered a great pass regardless. Chain mover. Check down, it's Jaden Rhodes. Yeah, that's not really his game there with the juke. Barkley's open, we're gonna throw it to him. Saquon with the receiving touchdown. First points of the game for either team there. And it's a Saquon Barkley receiving touchdown. We haven't done that enough. But obviously saw something we liked there. And Cody Bailey takes advantage of it. Saquon with the broken tackle going into the end zone. Wonderful. That's going to be a big completion. How fast are you? Who is that? Looks like a tight end with Troy Polamalu hair. It's Cole Turner, the in real life rookie out of Nevada. Kind of forgot about him. Dontrell Cobb, yeah. He's going to keep making those plays all day. Not going to say kiss the ring, but I just said. Dontrell Cobb, the Don, making a nice play. He's living in the backfield today, man. The speed is just, I hate to say it. It sounds so cliche, but you can't teach it. He's so fast, and it really lets him make a ton of plays. I can't say the same about my corners, man. They're getting torched. Except for Dory Jackson, who has 2 interceptions, but, I mean, we've seen him allow some yards as well, which is going to happen. But, man, Darnay is he's getting deep fried today. Wentz under pressure. He's thrown to the end zone. Get your hand up. Dude, how do I get SWAT? I click SWAT. You see SWAT on the screen, and he just looks at it. Put your hands up. I pressed the button. We've seen it. They just don't do what they're supposed to do. Yeah, knew that was going to happen. Knew that was going to happen. Tay Crowder just giving too much space. Just allow him the first down, why don't you? 3rd and 1. Quick throw over the middle. It's a first down. They're going to keep doing that, huh? When Wentz has time, it's a different offense. It's a different offense. When we can pressure him and get him moving, he plays like an absolute idiot. But when he can just stand in the pocket and make throws, obviously, you're seeing the way this offense is moving. Wentz is 15 of 18 for 156. Has thrown 2 brain-dead interceptions, but that's Carson Wentz for you. That is the Carson Wentz experience. 3rd and 5, less than a minute to play here in the first half. There was a million different options. Logan Thomas underneath. Gets the touchdown. Will tie things up for the Commanders. They're a pesky team, man. Pesky team. 48 seconds to play, 3 timeouts. It depends on the return, how we're going to play this before the half. I kind of like this, though. Got some blockers. Larry Smith with a crease! Smith taking off! Down the sideline! Smith is caught, but it's a massive return. Larry Smith All he needs is a little bit of space, and the speed takes over. Couldn't end up scoring the touchdown, but obviously a return inside the 30 we will not be upset about when it's the opponent's 30-yard line. Bailey will take the field, and we better score before the half. 29 yards to go, 3 timeouts. Can Larry Smith win on the outside? Let's give him a chance. Oh, no. Oh, no. Good coverage. That was Daniel Brinkley looking for that first interception. Throwing for Duval. It's a touchdown. Beautiful throw from Bailey, leading it out to the open space. And I've been trying that. I've been trying to do that exact thing. Threw an interception on it earlier. Here results in a touchdown. He's so fast. It's just such a big mismatch. 87 speed at 6'4", 240 is very unfair for defenses. They just go straight cover one, manned up on Nick Duval. He's going to run past the spot drop, the hook zone, and it's going to be one-on-one with safeties, who he's bigger than. Linebackers, he's, still bigger than and faster than. 14-7. We didn't take any time to get back in this one. 14-7. I don't think they're going to try and convert here. 30 seconds to play, 2 timeouts from their own 25. It is possible with like a 15 or 20-yard pickup that they could do something here. They're going to go for it. Completed down the sideline, but Samuel just couldn't get a foot in. That was a really good throw from Carson Wentz. Just maybe a touch too far. Samuel had way too much space. We're going to go ahead and try to take that away this time. We'll let him check down. Yeah, that's fine. Going for the football. Washington with a timeout, though. 3rd and 4. Again, we will let them check down. Wentz going to scramble and throw it away. Are we going to get a chance here? We might. All right, Larry, what do you got for us? He's got speed. Larry Smith to the outside, juking back. Football came out, and it's recovered by Washington. Larry. Oh, you're kidding me, Larry. You are kidding me. They're going to get 3 off of it. Larry Smith, we've seen a couple fumbles from him on returns this year. I guess, you got to take the good with the bad. Washington does get the kick good before the half, and it's just a 4-point game. That's unbelievable. Played a good half, though. Washington, obviously, with way more time of possession than we had. But we played well. That's halftime. And we'll just look to come out and actually establish a real lead in the second half. Start of the second half. Tress Way going to boom it back to Larry Fumbleitis Smith. Larry's got to not fumble. Also, get a hard cut work one time for me, please. 182 yards for the Commanders compared to just 121 for us. Look to get a whole lot more here on this drive, and we'll see what we can do. Saquon trying to go back inside, play the leverage. Didn't really result in anything positive. 6 rushes for 8 yards. I think the best way to run against this team is to run with passes. Short passes. Also, see Kendall Fuller playing really shallow on that. Even though he was supposed to be in a deep zone, we just saw the play art. Why was he so shallow? It nearly worked out for him. As my first read went away, we're going to go down the field. It's Kadarius Toney. Nice catch through traffic. Really, really good ball from Cody Bailey, too. I high-pointed it to get it over the linebackers. Ended up being probably too high, and we didn't really need to do that. Resulted in a tougher play than it had to be. But that's okay, because guess what? He made the play. Kadarius Toney, good stuff. 1st and 10 shot playoff play action. I think this could work well. We'll look to the post first. Okay, Cody Bailey's under pressure. Just get rid of it. Thankfully, he actually threw it away. Oftentimes, you don't even get that luxury as it brings up 2nd and 10 here. Yeah, they're sending a bit of heat. That's for sure. Duval, it's intercepted. Tried to high point that. We didn't actually get the high point. And it's the 2nd interception of the day for Cody Bailey. Ah, man. I like Nick Duval on that. He was uncovered off the line. Figured we'd have a pretty easy shot to get it to him. But that linebacker backed up. I wanted to throw it over him. So I figure high point. But even though I hit LB, he didn't high point it. because otherwise that's not where that ball would have been. It would have been a lot higher. So the DB would have never been able to undercut it because the ball would be so much further down the field, or farther, I should say, with distance. Yeah, just unfortunate there. Would have had the check down to Smith for a few. Kadarius Toney probably doesn't end up winning on that route, just because this DB would have covered it pretty well. That is Kendall Fuller. Just a really, really bad time for an interception, and I think an avoidable one. I don't get why certain buttons don't work sometimes. Also, I can't even change players. I'm hitting B. All right, so frustrating. But like sometimes I can't hard cut, even though I'm hitting left trigger. Sometimes I can't high point, even though I'm holding LB. Sometimes it works. I know I'm doing the right thing. It just doesn't do it sometimes. As that is a check down. And that is a broken tackle and a first down for Washington. This just has the feeling of one of those games. I've thrown a couple interceptions, both really frustrating to me. And or the second one especially. But, you know, frustrating in different ways. That one avoidable, I guess. They're going to run outside, cut back inside. It's a good run. Check down, Carson. He's going to. We're all over it with Dontrell Cobb. 3rd and 6. Big play here for the Commanders, trying to retake the lead. And there's going to be a lot open on that. Big hit by Tay Crowder. Curtis Samuel, who's really hurt us all day, holds onto the ball, converts another first down for Washington. We just can't run with that, is the problem. We have a linebacker out in space. He's really fast for a linebacker, but he's not Curtis Samuel speed. As that's going to be another big run. Adoree Jackson can't wrap up. Thankfully, McKinney, and then later Dontrell Cobb can. But Antonio Gibson and Brian Robinson really combining to be a pretty potent rushing attack here for the Commanders. And it seems like teams have a much easier time running against us than they do passing of late. But they can do both, so I mean, we're seeing both on full display here. Maybe a little bit of pressure is going to help us out. It's a run play. Julian Love cannot wrap up. It's another big gain here for the Commanders. Trying to dial up pressure, that's not working. Trying to play soft zone, that's not working. I cannot switch to Tay Crowder. Please, dude. It's going right past him. I'm starting to get frustrated at these little things, but they're really annoying. We'll back him up after the hold there. 2nd and 14. We got to wrap up here. Azeez Ojulari held on for just long enough. I think Julian Love came up to clean up. And that brings up 3rd and 17. We're going to get into a cover 3 here and really just protect the sticks. Don't want any conversion. I don't really see the chains anywhere, as it's going to be a check down. Just wrap up, thankfully. Jahan Dotson can't wriggle out of that one. Take Crowder right there. And on 4th and 8, of course, the Commanders will settle for a field goal try. Pretty makeable field goal from the right hash. Expect this to be a 14-13 game. Our offense got to play better. Plain and simple, got to play better. It's been really difficult to run the ball, and just got to be smarter with the football somewhat. Just stop turning it over. That's it. Get the ball out quickly. I think throw short, throw underneath, and running the ball, it doesn't seem like it's going to be an option in this game. That's just what it is. 6 rushes for 8 yards. We know what the game's going to be at this point. We're not going to be able to hand it off to Saquon. It doesn't mean we can't get it to him in space. There we go. Use him as a receiver. And that'll count as a run, actually. 7 for 12 now. And they continue to kind of show this double mug look, where I want to get the football out quickly. That cannot be an interception. Oh my God. I take no responsibility for that. I run a quick slant with no inside help, and that is somehow an interception to Odell. 3rd of the game for Cody Bailey. That is a joke. How is that a pick? We're throwing a slant. I mean, the ball is not where it's supposed to be, obviously. Put it out in front. That's an unbelievably bad interception when that's the appropriate read. We're running a slant. A slant. Oh, God. That's so annoying. How have I thrown 3 interceptions in this game, man? It's absolutely insane. It's a screen. Leonard Williams got to make a play. Good tackle in space. It's a really, really nice play. 3 interceptions. It's just so crazy. 3rd and 7 here in the 3rd quarter. Time ticking away. But Washington with all the momentum. It's a screen. Dontrell Cobb in space makes the play. Big open field tackle for Dontrell Cobb. That backs up the Commanders a little bit, makes this a bit of a tougher field goal. And we'll see if they even snap it before the end of the third quarter. They will not. We'll go into the fourth with the lead for however long, maybe only a play. Here is the kick, and yes, the Commanders take the lead. Unbelievably frustrated with that interception. I can't believe it, because I feel like I did everything correctly. The only thing you could possibly point to is maybe I threw the ball a fraction of a second too early with Cody Bailey, but you really don't, because you got to get the football out quickly. It just wasn't thrown to the right spot. I know some genius is going to blame me in the comments for that, but that is not my fault. That isn't. Washington with all the momentum now. Let's see what we can do. There's Saquon, good juke, and that should be a first down. Big hit. We're going to bring Nick Duval across formation here. It's going to be really interesting. Nick Duval has enough speed to make this play happen. I thought that was going to be really dangerous. We had a guy lurking right there in the backfield ready to make the play. I still can't get over the fact that this is a 3-interception game for Cody Bailey. I feel absolutely cheated. We're going to go to the rookie tight end again, Nick Duval. Tough man to bring down. Play action, and we're going to get sacked. Football came out. Evan Neal dives on it. Man, on 2nd and 2, they were really, really ready for that to be play action. That's interesting. 3rd and 11. Chase Young in the zone. Oh, no. No. I might just streak Nick Duval. We got to snap this thing, too. Don't like it. We're getting sacked. I didn't even read the left side of the field because I wasn't looking to go there with the football. It was man coverage, so it's unlikely that anything was open. But, man, that's tough. When guys don't separate and the defensive line can cause that amount of pressure, puts you in a really tough spot. We're going to punt here with the UDFA Cook, and this should be a good one. I'm hoping for a bounce. That's not the bounce I wanted, but you know what? Pinned him at the 10. It's okay. Defense has just got to play well. Make some plays. Wentz going to take off? Yes, he is. And he's going to slide in front of Dontrell Cobb. Why the CPU would say, hey, want to run prevent? Beyond me. Such a stupid play call. It's open over the middle. I know I do the whole most of the time coach suggestions just to make it look like it's an offensive and defensive coordinator calling plays. Why the CPU, and I'm mainly just clicking the A button every time. Do it quickly. Why prevent would ever be the defensive call in that spot? I have no idea. Drop the ball, please. Have we sacked Wentz in this game? I don't even remember. Would love to get after that. Get the football. We're going to lose. We are going to lose. Just over 4 minutes to play. It's going to require somebody to make a big play to get us to win this game. That's what it's going to take. Who's it going to be? Who's going to make a play? 2nd and 9. Play the check down. Throw incomplete in the direction of Diami Brown and Jahan Dotson. It's 3rd and 9. Make a play. Make a play. Disengage. Play over the middle. Wentz on the run. Going to dump it off. And he is going to be short. Is this field goal range for the Commanders? Gotta wonder. We're going to bring out the kicker from the 36. This is a 53, maybe a 54, 53-yard field goal, something like that. Kick is up. Hooking back and good. We'll need a touchdown. A touchdown and a touchdown alone. However, it really needs to be a touchdown. But if we get down the field quickly enough, we still have 3 timeouts. We could kick a field goal and then hope our defense gets another stop, but that would be absolute worst case scenario. So we really just need to move the football here and get guys like Kadarius Toney involved. I do want to call hurry up. I want to go kind of in a tempo here, because if we don't get it, I want to have some time to potentially get it. Cody Bailey, good run. I saw Kadarius Toney, but don't want to make any mistake there, especially when I couldn't see the route pre-snap. Couldn't get the ball to him that time. That'll be the 2-minute warning. Second sack of the game for Jonathan Allen. Ball's got to come out quick. I saw Odell. I don't want to risk Cody Bailey throwing it 10 yards past Odell and finding the hands of the safety. I do not want to risk that. I mean, Nick Duval's got to be the read here. It's just got to be a quick hitter. I couldn't throw it to him. Nearly intercepted. I'm hitting the button right away. Why can I not throw it to him? Nearly intercepted as a result on what would have been an easy first down. We do convert, but it was not easy. They knew we were going to step up. We got to call a timeout. Okay, 2nd and 12. Not afraid to check down. It's Kadarius Toney. We're going to go hurry up here. Takes a few seconds off the clock, but it brings up 3rd and 3. 35 seconds to play. We're going to snap the ball. And that's open. We need a good throw. Toney going down. We'll call a timeout. Probably should have tried to get out of bounds on that one instead of going down with the football. But I just wanted to make sure we had the catch. That was the big thing. But we're in a spot now where we cannot, under any circumstance, afford to get sacked. Really can't. Check down to Larry Smith. He's got big speed. We're going to get out of bounds. It's a good play. If we can have time, I think this is going to be a successful play. The thing is, we're going to need time. High point. Duval! Go up and get it, and he did! The rookie comes up clutch again! Nick Duval, 2nd touchdown of the game. Sometimes you just got to go and trust your guy. We've dropped a few of those, several of those over the time. But when we needed it most, it's Nick Duval over the rookie Daniel Brinkley. Brinkley can't believe it. That's 6 foot against 6'4". That's 6 foot 199 against 6'4", 240. High point from Bailey works to perfection. And a 2-point conversion will make this a 3-point game. We're going to go ahead and move the formation here. I don't want this to be an RPO. We're trusting Saquon Barkley here. You know, we see the way this alignment is from Washington. I think we're going to be able to run on him. Barkley, change of direction! Power! And short. Oh, man. It's a really bad time to not punch that in. We do take the lead, however, but I've seen this story before against the Commanders. Remember it in Season 1. It was a Kayvon Thibodeau roughing the passer that resulted in an extra play for Washington where they beat us on a Hail Mary. If you haven't seen that episode, yeah, I know. I can't believe I'm even saying that. 20 seconds to go. We can't really play prevent here because they have 3 timeouts and they only need a field goal to win. We cannot let them march down the field. We cannot let that happen. We're going to play Carson Wentz. He's going to throw incomplete. Will Lutz needs to get to the 40 to have a chance. We're blitzing Dontrell Cobb, and we hit him late. No flag. 3rd and 10, 10 seconds to play. The Commanders have done a really poor job of trying to move this ball down the field. Dontrell Cobb taking that away. It's a check down, but it's a big one. Commanders going to call a timeout. Field goal off the table. They are into Hail Mary range. We've seen this before. Final play, 3 seconds. Cobb, get to the quarterback. Somebody do something. Wentz with time. Will lob to the end zone. It's just short. Knock it down. Incomplete. Oh my God. My heart dropped. The pass falls incomplete. We're going to walk out of here with the win. 20-19. Wow, what a game. 3 interceptions for Cody Bailey. A frustrating game, but that happens sometimes. What are you going to do? Nick Duval gets the game ball. He was amazing. I do target him a lot. I don't think it's a huge thing that everybody loves, but I don't know why. Because when the pass is accurate and we give him a chance, he is unbelievable. He had 2 touchdowns in this game, including the game-winning touchdown. And the only time, we targeted him for an interception, of course, in the second half. And we didn't get the high point. I think it's a different result with the high point. But we had to have it. 24 seconds to go in the game. And also, I noticed, I think they did an update today. I'm noticing more replay options. So I think I complained about that enough to where that is now an option in game. But check this out. A line from 5 wide. Only 2 linebackers in the game for the Commanders, obviously expecting a pass, so they should be ready and equipped to defend this. And let's go ahead and pause it. This is what we're seeing. Odell's on a corner route. Saquon's on a curl. I expected Kendall Fuller to drop back and cover this space. So I really wasn't considering Saquon Barkley on this play. But Odell was open. So it would have been him against the safety. The ball is already out, though, so that's a bit disingenuous. Obviously, the safety's creeping over there. Would have been a tough throw. And I think that's really, I mean, do you throw to Larry Smith there? Maybe. Nah, that corner's playing it. That would have been disaster. That would have been going the other way. So we see Nick Duval kind of do a swim move over the linebacker. No safeties in the middle of the field. Where do you go with the football? Well, you trust your big 6'4" tight end. Give him a shot. He moves past the linebacker. Ball flying through the air. Daniel Brinkley, first round pick of the Commanders, trying to save the game. Goes up, hits him at the catch point. You're too little, too small. For Nick Duval. Touchdown, game winner. Love it. And how fitting was it, by the way, that the final game-winning touchdown comes on Daniel Brinkley. Let me rephrase that. How fitting is it that the final touchdown is on Daniel Brinkley's watch? I think I got out of there too quickly. Got to show it in schedule here. 20-19, a really, really tough game. As you can see, we didn't have more offensive yards, rush yards or pass yards. They had more first downs than we did. We did have more total yards gained than them. How is that possible? I guess it's factoring in all-purpose yards as well with kick return yards. It's the only thing I can factor in. But we were kind of outplayed today. Cody Bailey, 3 interceptions is obviously unacceptable. They were tough, a lot of them. But 3 touchdowns, 275 yards through the air. I'm not too mad about it in general. Correctable mistakes, I think we'll say. Saquon, he had 8 touches because he had 22 yards rushing. It was really, really tough to run the ball. Washington's D-line just doesn't really allow for it. Nick Duval continues to be fantastic for me. I drafted him to be my Kyle Pitts, right? We didn't really have like the best receivers in the world. Like we did sign Odell in the offseason. Kadarius Toney's coming along pretty nicely, but there wasn't much else there. Remember, this was a receiving core that still featured Kenny Golladay and Wan'Dale Robinson. Didn't really know we were going to draft Larry Smith, as we drafted Nick Duval before him, obviously. But I drafted Nick Duval to be a big-time playmaker from the tight end position, and I could not be more ecstatic about the player that we have. 2 interceptions, another 100-yard receiving game for him. He's going to put up numbers that will put him right at the top of the Offensive Rookie of the Year conversation. He's been unreal. Saquon had that receiving touchdown early. I'm sure Jaden Rhodes could play a little bit more, but I like him in the role that he's in. He's a second tight end. He catches some really important passes when we need him to, but he's not the featured player. He's good, but keep in mind, he's better short, and Nick Duval's just dynamic down the field. Rhodes is good, but he's got like 74 spectacular catch, so you can't really even use him yet as that big red zone body. That's just not his game right now. But I really like him. He's a good blocker, and I think he's playing really well for us, but in obviously limited chances. Defensively, Dontrell Cobb, what can you say? 11 tackles, led the team. 5 tackles for loss, 10 tackles total for Xavier McKinney. 3 tackles for loss for Leonard Williams. I thought he had a crazy good game. 1 for Azeez Ojulari, Dexter Lawrence, and Akil Edmonds. We only had 1 sack. Azeez Ojulari, I think, early in the game, and then nothing for the rest of the game. And, of course, 2 interceptions for Dory Jackson. But I think Nick Duval finally going to make a thumbnail. But that's going to do it for me, guys. We're going to move on to Week 11. That was awesome. Really, really interesting game. A lot of ups and downs. But we came out with the W, which is what's most important in the end. And Week 11 is going to be important. Maybe a little bit of prospect focus for you, because we got some focus players to check out. We got a prospect spotlight. Should be a fun one. Little Jets versus Giants. Home field against home field advantage. But I guess the Jets will have it with the momentum. Kind of interesting. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Take it easy.